What's up, guys? This video here is going to consist of me pretty much letting you guys know a little bit about myself and how I got into competing, a little bit about me personally, um, and how my progress, how I got introduced into lifting weights when I started lifting. Well, guys, actually, whenever I was lifting weights, I started in my room. I had just a pair of 20-pound dumbbells and a pair of 40-pound dumbbells that belonged to my dad in the garage. And I was going through the internet one day, and I was looking at Arnold, and I was just like, damn. Development of his chest, his damn biceps. Just overall, this was before I even knew he was a big thing. I was in the 8th grade just looking through a magazine, and I seen it, and I was just like, wow. Really shocked me of his physique. I was like, damn. And so whenever I thought about it and I looked at his physique, I realized that I had dumbbells in my garage. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go in there and I'm going to put those suckers to use. And, I just started lifting weights, just started curling, dumbbells, just going for 20 sets of pretty much till I burned out, till I start feeling a pump. And I was like, holy shit, my veins, my vascularity starting to come out. And, I was this guy, just little kid who was pretty much, I was never a fat kid. I was never, I was just a skinny, scrawny guy, little guy who just walked around school and didn't know shit about lifting weights. And I was just pretty damn scrawny. I was skinny as shit. And yeah, that's why now whenever I do the progress I have made, a lot of friends that I grew up with in school see me now, they're like, holy shit, dude, is that really you? Like goddamn. And yeah, back to whenever I was lifting weights, I started in my room. A friend down the road had his. He let me borrow one of his dad's DVDs of P90X with the creator on there, the coach, I believe is Ryan Norton or something like that. Well, anyways, I was in my room, and it had the first DVD. It was chest and back. And that's all I had, because the rest of the DVDs belonged to my friend, which were his dad's and wasn't even his. So I was lucky enough to just him let me borrow the first CD. And that's all I had. And I wouldn't do it every day. I would do it every other day, because obviously I would get sore off of that. So like Monday, chest and back. And the workout did involve some 20s, sitting down. Kind of like shoulder raises, but pretty much just for your back. Bending over a little more. And then you would superset, and it also involved a pull-up bar, which I've already had, and push-up bars, which I've had as well. And those I really find pretty effective for my chest. And what I would do that every other day, and within the course of a couple of months, I would actually start seeing my chest develop, my back develop. Not the thickness or anything, but I'll start seeing some cuts in there. I was like, okay, I'm liking the progress, I'm liking the results, and I kept doing it. And it eventually got to the point to where I did like the workouts, but I wanted to change it up in my own ways. And so what I would do, one day I would do P90X, and the next day, if I was sore, depending on if I really killed the workout or not, I would set a goal for myself before bed. I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and hit 5 sets of 10 of push-ups, and I'll equal that out to pull-ups. So if I would go to bed and hit 50 push-ups before I went to bed, then I would go ahead and do 50 pull-ups as well. And if I couldn't do it in sets of 10, then I would do it in sets of 5. But eventually I would still work my way up to getting and making sure I hit those 10 sets of 5, or just as long as I get 50 reps total. And I would make sure I do it correctly as well. I wouldn't cheat. I wouldn't swing. I would make sure my form was down. And yes, the weird thing is, I did not learn about form until I actually started weightlifting, actually going to the gym and performing exercises that I did not know about, or machines that I got on for the first time and I didn't know what I was doing. until I came across a friend, a great friend of mine. His name was Eddie Jaimez, Eduardo Jaimez. I mentioned him in one of my previous videos, and I just seen him in a LOA Stringer by Matt Ogus, Legend of Aesthetics. It was in a yellow one, and I was seen him on a row machine for back. And I don't know, I glanced over, I'm like, holy shit, this dude is fucking shredded. I was like, I want to obtain that physique one day. Just so I approached him, I talked to him, and even he told me whenever he seen me go up to him and approach him, he seen it in my personality that I really wanted to obtain that physique and that I had a heart for that. And I really did, and ever since then, me and him got together. He invited me to train with him, started training me, and he opened my eyes to a lot of things, which was form, which was make sure you get your form down before you actually start adding weight. Because when you add weight and your form's totally off, you're using all this extra momentum that you do not need. Otherwise, you're just working another muscle that you're not even supposed to be working out. Like for instance, if you're doing tricep pull downs with the rope and you're leaning over and hunching over, you're involving the trap, which shouldn't be happening. You're involving the front delt, somewhat of the chest, which should not be happening at all. Your elbow should be by your side, and you should be coming down and squeezing every time, every rep. Make sure every rep is squeezing. And yeah, stuff like that. Everything matters, guys, when it comes to form. And that's one thing he made me realize. And I'm really grateful that day that I actually approached him with the opportunity to actually learn how to lift weights and how to get your form down and how to make sure you're working out that muscle that machine is actually made for. I'm just really excited that I actually ran into that guy, and now has his own apparel out, doing big things, helping others out. He's now officially a coach. I don't know if you guys heard about Tea Time, but he's also that's his own personal. He got a website for his own apparel, and him and two other guys, they also got their own apparel line called Hero, which I really do like their apparel. I like the design, the texture, and everything, as well as Gymshark, as you guys can see that I'm wearing here. I've been a big fan of Gymshark for a while now. Really, thanks to Matt Ogus. I've been watching Matt Ogus also, as well as maybe for 2 years, probably about now. And that guy there, I would definitely recommend for you guys to go and subscribe to him. He will give you awesome advice, tips, and so will my friend Eddie. But yeah, guys, for you new beginners in the gym, I would definitely recommend you guys, if you don't have a friend or anybody who doesn't know about form or lifting weights. I mean, guys, come on, there's so many sources on the internet. There's Google, there's YouTube, there's ways, guys. If you really want to learn how to actually to lift properly with the proper nutrition, training, etc., just go online, guys, and look it up and look at the reviews to make sure that that topic or that article or that person is actually knowing what they're talking about. And if they're not, then you're going to obviously go and search for more resources or whatever the case may be, so you can find the real thing. And yeah, guys, ever since I started lifting weights, Eddie has also been one of the guys who actually got me into competing. The very first show of mine I did was Branch Warren, and I competed in 2014, and pretty much like 2 years ago in July. It was July, Branch Warren. I did Teen Physique, and guys, if you're looking to competing as well, I would definitely try to find a friend who's had experience or a coach, if you have the money for it. If not, then like I said, go to Google. Resources there's all over the internet for you guys to learn and to actually know what to know what you're gonna be expecting in the future. if you are going into competing or looking into it. And yes, guys, that the cost of competing, it is not cheap, but it is definitely worth the experience. In my case, I was 17 at the time. I am now currently 19. I am 5'2". I'm Hispanic. For you guys out there who are curious, I started lifting at the age of 15 and a half, going on 16. But yeah, guys, I was 17 when I first competed in my first show, which was the Branch Warren Classic. 14, and yeah, guys, my mom and dad, they helped me out with the cost. I believe I was working, but I was getting paid minimum wage, for a regular average teen who's out there just working for themselves, trying to buy themselves and whatever they want or they're trying to save up for. But in my case, I was saving up for my shows. I really wanted to compete, and guys, that is it's pretty expensive, but like I said, it's totally worth the experience. And as you guys can tell, I'm over here. You're over here catching me glance over to my left over here. It's because I have my medals and everything to the side, which I will show you guys here in a bit. But the Branch Warren, yes, it was my first show, but I didn't place top 5. Top 5. If you place top 5, you will come home with a trophy, or if it's not a trophy, it will be a big gold medal. And it will say your place on there, the name of the show, and for teens. And, if for teen, it'll be 16 to 19. That's the range. And if you're obviously over 19, that means you will be in the men category. And they have Class A, Class B, Class C, Class D, and so on. And how that goes, Class A, Class B, Class C, it goes by height, guys. It'll be like 5 foot to like 5'5" or 5'6", and then 5'7" to 5'9", 5'10", and then 5'11" to 6 foot, or like 5'9" to 6 foot, and then of course 6 foot and taller will be like will be like Class D or Class E guys. Because it wouldn't make sense for a guy who's 5 foot to stand side by side to a guy who's 6'4". Be like, okay, he's already freaking a whole foot and 4 inches harder than this guy. Like, you can't even see the muscle definition or he already looks huger, it's like a big ass dude next to a small ass dude. It's like, dude, you're already bigger than him in height. Like, of course you're gonna look a lot huger than him if you have all this damn muscle added on your height compared to a 5 foot guy standing right next to a 6'4" guy. Like, that's common sense. And that's the reason why they have it split up in those type of categories: Class A, Class B, Class C, and so on. And yeah, guys, I did, for my first show, I only competed in the teen category, and so it's too sad to say that I came out in 9th. So yes, guys, I did go home empty-handed for my first show. But then again, in order to achieve success, you guys have to fail. And if you're afraid of failure, then you're always going to be afraid. You got to overcome that and come back hungry for more, so you guys can actually go out there and show them judges what you got, and show your haters what you got. Whatever the case may be, if you're trying to prove somebody wrong, show your family what you got. And yeah, guys, that was my first show, and I came out in 9th for teen. And yes, I was doing chicken, white rice, banana, tilapia. And it got to the point to where, like, I would go to the gym and I would come home and there's my little container with my fish, tilapia, white rice, same old, same thing every day. And I'd look at it and I'm just like, I'm tired of eating this. Like, I would just stare at the food and not want to eat it, but yet I would force myself to eat it. Sometimes it would be in a whole swallow. I wouldn't even want to chomp on the food. And then whenever Eddie was one of the guys who had introduced me into flexible dieting. And yes, ever since my first show, he has been the guy to send me my nutrition, my macros, labeled my fiber. And I would be on top of that stuff. like I said, when it comes to nutrition, you got, and especially when it comes to a show, you guys got to be on your macros, your macronutrients, your micronutrients, which are your vitamins and so forth, so on and so forth. And I believe after my Branch Warren, I did Formulation 1 that following year. Was in 2014 as well, which was in October. Because me and Eddie got together. We obviously, he was there to support me. And guys, in the video, I will upload some pics for you guys towards the end, if you guys are interested in looking into that, just to show you my progress over the course of years in my shows. And yeah, I did. Actually, guys, I lied. In October, I did Phantom Warrior that following year and Formulation 1. And Phantom Warrior, I came out in third. I came in better conditioning. I just knew I could have done better. Because, I mean, this is how I see it, guys. If I'm not first, then I'm last. But then, like I said, the prepping, the waking up, and doing cardio at 4 in the morning, coming back home, cooking my meals, getting them ready, taking them to school, coming back. Because keep in mind, guys, I was 17, 18 at the time. It's totally worth the experience. Well, here you go, guys. I got a case for my medals. This is the Phantom Warrior that I got third place in right here. Over here. And then this was Formulation 1 that following month that I placed first in teen with. Yeah, it was first in teen in this one. And yeah, guys, I mean, I was pretty damn stoked about whenever I placed first in Formulation 1 in teen. It's a total relief. It's like, oh my God. It's like, yes, hard work pays off. I came from 7th place to 3rd place to 1st. And it's just total, it's worth it, guys. It is. Like, you're on stage, you pay all this money, the prepping to get ready for the show, and to go on stage and to show your body off with the transitions and stuff for like 10 seconds and to move off to the side is totally worth it. Because then in the end, when finals comes around and they're just like, they announce your name in the place you came in, here comes like a big medal, here comes these ladies in high heels wrapping it around your neck. Like, that stuff is like so, it's such an accomplishment. It's like, holy shit, I worked my butt off this whole time to achieve this medal, which means so much to me. And now, just to know you're going home with a piece of hardware that's going to be in your room or wherever you're going to hang it, to where you can wake up and just look at it and just to know how much hard work you put into that time to winning that medal, which means so much to you if you have so much love for the sport. Now, whether if you're doing it for fun, whatever the case may be, then yeah, that's all on you. But guys, like I said, I would totally recommend competing. But make sure you get all the basics down first before you guys even look into competing. And in the following year, guys, I did Formulation 1 again. And I also did this new show that I have never competed in, and it is the JTF Physique Championships. And I competed in teen and men in both of those categories. Both of those shows, sorry. But yeah, Formulation 1 I did the following year again, which was in 2015, last year, well, literally like 4 months ago. I believe it was in October. Yeah, like around 3 months ago. Yeah, it was like October. And I competed in the teen category and the men category. And the teen, I came out in first. And the medal from Formulation 1 from this year compared to last year's Formulation 1, the medals are a lot bigger. There you go, guys. And see in the back, it says the name of the show. It says Formulation 1, Men's Physique, Teen, first place. And then I competed in the actual with the men in the Class A with the shorter guys. And came out in fourth. Sorry, guys. Came out in 4th place with the in Class A. I don't know why I said first, guys. The reason why I did say first was because, excitingly, I did JTF Physique Championships. Also that same year, I think a month prior to that or before. And I came out, I did men's physique, teen, came out in first place. So there you go, guys. Here's a look at the nice medals they give you. Pretty nice, guys. These suckers are pretty damn hard. And here's the men's physique open with the actual men, with the shorter guys. Class A, second place, and that show there, guys, was a it was a national qualifier, meaning that if you place first or second in men, and you're nationally qualified, you are nationally qualified if you place first or second. Meaning you're top 5, but if you place first and second overall, that means you're nationally qualified, which I qualified for. So that means that I have all 2016, which is this year, to pick a national show, which are a lot. These shows are just. This is pretty much no game, guys. Like these shows are held in like Cali, Miami, just depending on which show you want to choose and want to get ready for. And in my situation, I'm going to take all this time off. I am currently doing a bulk, but a clean bulk. I'm like a lean. I'm still remaining lean, still my macros, still within the range, not so strict. But I'm gonna take all this time off, and towards the end of the year, like around October, I'm gonna be honest with myself, look myself in the mirror. I'll probably start my cut around July or the end of July, just to see how much progress or how much muscle had added throughout this whole year. And I'm gonna look at myself in the mirror, and I'm gonna go to Eddie. I'm gonna ask him, you know, how does he see me? Does he feel like I'm ready? Do I feel like I'm personally ready? And if I am, guys, then I'm gonna go ahead and take off in the plane, and I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna do my thing. But yeah, guys, this show, Nationals, is like a whole game changer, guys. It's like these little shows I did here. This is just a little taste of what Nationals is. Now, if you go out and you go to Nationals, which is so expensive, I'm talking about maybe $1,000 or $1,500, maybe $2,000 to go out there and win. You will, if you place first in a national show, guys, you turn pro. Like, you earn your pro card. Like, I know you see guys out there who are IFBB pro. Yes, I can turn IFBB pro if I place first in a national show. And that's why I'm taking this bulk pretty damn serious, just to know what my body's consuming, where my calories are at, what I'm putting into my body, what I'm putting out. Making sure I'm keeping my overall size, my strength, maintaining my strength if not getting stronger, which I definitely am, and I'm so excited about. Yes, guys, like I said, that's why Nationals is so important. It's to show the judges what you worked your butt off for this offseason, and you're going to bring your biggest and best package to stage for Nationals. And like I said, if I'm not ready, if I feel like I'm not ready, I'm not about to go and blow all that money to go out there and for me to not feel like I can place first, pretty much. That's how honest I am going to be with myself. And if that's the case, then I'm just going to take another year off, still remain to stay on my macros, and still progress over the following year, and do the same thing. I'm gonna be honest with myself, and I feel like I'm ready that following year, then yes, I am going to compete. I will step on stage, and if you guys are still keeping up with me on my YouTube channel, then you will see all that. I'll take my camera everywhere I go, and I'm pretty happy about that, guys. I'm looking forward to it. It's totally worth the experience. And that is a little bit about myself and pretty much me competing, guys. You guys stay tuned, and I will keep posting more videos on my workouts and tips and Eventually I will get videos up just of my overall nutrition and just to help you guys out who are beginners for the gym or who are just trying to reach the goal, your own personal goals, whether it's losing weight, trying to gain weight, you just want to add a little bit of muscle here and there, or just maintain your overall weight and just try to get shredded as shit. But yeah, guys, whatever the case may be, I just hope my videos help you guys out, because that's my goal. I want to influence you guys and educate you guys, motivate, inspire. So guys, stay tuned, and I appreciate your guys' time, and give this video a like if you find it helpful. All right, guys.
Looking for a way out of this cage you keep